take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like I all scream. This for all the ones that doubted me. Wants to be a true winner, only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers on the bread and butter. What we ate for dinner, so dreams bigger, only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Number 10, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. He'll drop to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
First down.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
A big play there. 55 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Myles Garrett.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick pass to Cup. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
First down, Jaguars.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Second and 11. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Six 0 our score after 1.
With the score, Jaguars 6, Browns 0.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
On
third down, they're going to go with the option. Off the RPO, he completes it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Browns, nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Let's go. First down, Jacksonville.
Now they try the right side here. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Jaguars 20, Browns 6. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very event. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. play action. They'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Browns have cut it back within a score.
For the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Connection made with Chenault. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st down, Jaguars.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change, man, how about your respect?
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking right, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Jaguars.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Looking to throw. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A
nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
4th down.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Back to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
The play is a turnover on downs.
The Browns drive about to get started. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, ready? 52's the mic. 60 Bison.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
37-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game at 20 all.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Got some room at the 30. Throwing right, and that's complete. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
The open man is Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
The pass.
No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. As they run the counter play. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It got his man complete.
Today's final score.
The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.